Hey guys, this is a quick customization. I'm not reviewing this figure. This is a quick customization of what I'm planning to do. This is the gold label McFarlane The Flash movie Batman, Michael Keaton unmasked. It's the only figure I was able to get from this line. I've been trying to go around Target to try and get the 1989 Batmobile. At this point, I don't think I'll ever see it on the stores because I know for a fact that any scalpers out there, whoever sees these on the toy aisle will be grabbing any stock because they know people will buy it. So I'm not holding out any hopes for this one. Hopefully they'll have it again on pre-order in Big Bad Toy Store, or I'll try to go for the exclusive. Anyway, that's it for my rant down. What I wanted to do in this figure, the first time I saw it, and I'm not going to talk about whether it's Ray Liotta or whatever, I knew looking at the figures that this head sculpt looks too big, too small for this body. It just looks too small. So when I purchased the Mezco Batman with all the different heads, I went ahead online and purchased a bunch of these knockoffs from the Neca 1989. If you guys notice, this head is too big for this body. So it's like voila. Initially, I'm gonna be using these bodies for the Mezco extra heads. So I think I'm gonna purchase 2 more because guess what happens? I heated this up so it pops out the ball joint. Guess what happens? And I looked at this and I put it on already, and I'm gonna have to drill down a little bit so I can put it down just a little bit more. But look at that. I think that works. Like, I just need to put his head just a tad more, man, and I think it would be good. And then this one, look at that. So I have to figure out how to sand off this emblem because it's obviously I don't want two emblems in there. And then it's kind of hitting a little bit, so I think I might be able to push it down a little bit more if I sand off the neck piece a little bit more. So I could have done that and then shown you the results on camera, but I guess I want to show you guys what it kind of looks like. I think it's gonna work. So yeah, for both success. Obviously this is not the right armor for this Batman, but if he does come out with the 1989 Batman Keaton alongside the Flash movie Batmobile as an exclusive, I know that he's gonna mess up the head piece. So he might bring in the original this costume and this scale, in which case I'll replace it with this one because like I said, I bought a bunch of these knockoffs, and I'm gonna have a bunch of these heads, so I can put that on the one that's, if I get it, if I can get my hands on it. But this one, anyway, stay tuned. Let me do some more messing around and see if I can make it fit much better. I'll be right back. All right. For this part, I think it's done. So what I did was I basically counted these. There's these ridges on the sculpt over here, if you can see it. I counted the ridges from the original, and to make sure that if I'm drilling it, I know it's actually going down, and I wanted to make sure I don't drill too far down. So basically, use my Dremel and drill down very carefully until because I want to make sure I don't drill too far, and luckily it still pegs in pretty good. Now in terms of the distance from the neck all the way to the chest, there are some floating images over there now in the Flash movie where he's unmasked, and you can see the distance from his chin to the neck, how much neck is exposed, and also from the original Batman Returns, you can see that the shape over here, the distance over here seems good. So I'm not sure. Let me just make sure it's showing off properly. I think that's good. I think that's the distance is there. So all those people talking about this doesn't look like Michael Keaton or looks more like Ray Liotta, I kind of disagree. I think it's just about the paint work. But the general face of Keaton is there, and he is older. Now, so I'm good with this guy. So this guy's done. Now for this one's a little bit more of a problem. However much I'm pushing it in, it just seems like it's just a little bit too much. I've already shaved it off. What I'm realizing is this cape is actually tucked under this piece. So this piece, this is weird, right? The neck piece, which holds the joint for the head, is actually just glued onto the main body. This neck piece is one piece with this medallion looking thing, and it ends over here. So in order for me to get rid of this, I'd have to either Dremel this out, sculpt this out, and then use the existing logo on the head sculpt. That's one option. I basically have to pull this out. I'm just going to heat it up and then slowly work this out anyway. Oh, it's coming off already as it is on camera. So you guys get to see what it's going to look like. And I'm not too worried about breaking the damage that this thing is causing underneath, because that thing's all going to be covered up anyway. So I'm going to take this off camera. But the other option I have is, once I plunk this down, I'm going to glue it because it's not supposed to turn anyway. I'm going to glue it, and then I would use this symbol and cut out this symbol. I'm basically following this pattern, and this pattern should overlay into the symbol like so. I'll be cutting this out into the shape of this symbol. It's not exactly what it should be because it's the wrong symbol. But this is basically a custom, a mismatch and everything. And yeah, I know McFarlane is planning on doing the 1989. We don't know if he's gonna do the 1989 costume. Supposedly that exclusive is supposed to be with the 1989 Batman. But when it comes out, then I'll make more models and everything. But for now, for what I'm planning on doing, this is a good idea. I don't know how he connected this thing, but I'll find out. So more updates to figure out what I'm going to do with this one, and that'll be the last part of the video. Thank you. Okay, so I heated it up, soaked it in boiling water for 1 minute, and I just pulled this off, and this is basically how it looks like. So now I have the problem that's facing me right now is, okay, if I want to drill this out, and then because obviously it's going to cause a scar, and use the original emblem to cover it up, my dilemma right now is that, look, in order to reach that position, he's going to look like he's necklace, right? The head is going to sit too low on the body. It doesn't look right. So in order for this body to look okay, this head to look okay in this body, hold on a second. Let me just get a white background like here. Okay. So you guys can see it better. In order for this head to look okay in this body, which is going to be like around that position, and even right there, it's almost looking like he's necklace, like his neck is too short. But I think that should be good like that. Let me see. Okay. All right. So I can't use this old emblem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out, and then form it so that this thing comes over here. So let me do this on the camera, because it'll be easier to show rather than to, let's see. No, I don't want to use that. I gotta be careful on this. I'm gonna cut roughly leaving the yellow in. Okay. Oh, look at that. If I paint this yellow part black, it fits like that. You know, it looks good like that. I guess I'm done. Yeah, so I'm just gonna paint that yellow part out in black, and then I'm gonna glue this part here and here. And actually, let me do this on camera too. Let's see. Magic super glue, don't fail me now. Okay, so I'm gonna bring that. Oh, that's a lot. I have it posed so that the head is slightly forward. I'm okay with that. See? Oh, if I should have forgot to put the cape on. Well, then I'll probably just pull this off, but leaving that part rubbery. And I didn't want to put the cape on anyway, so because I need the pattern. Look at that. So there's my new Batman. Here's my new Batman. Unmask, Keaton. Yeah, I wonder if I could put this on here. Yeah, I think I'll put that on there. Waste not, want not. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope you found this enjoyable, fun, informative, optional to whatever you want to do with your custom figures. And I'll be back with more videos.